I'm going to show y'all how to draw a roofer. This is the home page. We go up here to DIY reports, and that's a do it yourself. Create do it yourself report. I'm going to do this one for Caleb that I have. 1244 Andrew Donelson Hermitage. That's it right there. All right. These ones take a credit. They're better photos. But if it's like an easy roof, draw it off that one. But this one seems pretty easy, so I'm just going to draw it off this low quality photo so we don't waste money for the company. Zoom in on your house, throw up the grid, rotate it 10 degrees. Oops. You want to take like a line here, like this one down the middle is pretty good, and make sure it's straight. Looks like it might be 1 degree off this way, one or two, because you see this is kind of still a little bit off. Okay, that was too far. There we go. You want to get it straightened out before you start drawing. Then you click on the corner here. You go across. Okay, so it's not going to be 24 and 5 inches. It's going to be 25 feet, obviously. We're in construction. We know that they're going to be rounded numbers. It's not going to be, this is going to be probably 12 feet here. You left click to put it, regular click to place. And then it'll automatically start the next line. You just right click to stop that from happening. So half of 12 is, or half of 25 is 12.6. We put that on there. That's gonna give you a good half point. That's gonna be actually judging by. So you got to look at where there's shadows on these roofs. So you kind of got to look at where the lines are leading. It probably is 27 feet here. There you go. Okay, so this goes down even further, probably another 8 feet. Yeah, that seems right. Maybe even more, but and then I'd say that's 3 feet. Actually, it's probably 2.6. 34 feet. Seems right to me. 30 foot. It's gotta be. 17 foot. I mean, that's gotta be like 5 foot right there, I guess. 4.5. We'll do 4.5. 16 foot. And like here, I can't tell what the heck's going on because I chose that low quality photo. You can open up Google Maps just by clicking that button that was down here in the corner. It says Google Maps, view pitch. And it'll bring up the Google Maps photo so you can see a little better what you're looking at. Yeah, it just goes from here to here. That's a weird ass roof, but okay. So this actually comes into here. And this will come into here. It's kind of like that. All right, now let's draw the halfway point on 30 feet. That's going to be 15 foot. Now, to see how far up this triangle goes, you just go up from the center, and it's usually like something even like 12 feet. Here you go. You go up to about 10 foot. Yeah, that seems right. And throw that in the corner. Now this one's going to be tricky. We go 8 feet down first. You don't want to just draw a line randomly here. Just put something whatever you want. You want to do some like, you know, a little bit of math to it. So that's 8 foot. That's going to be 11 foot. Then you draw that triangle first. Delete this edge. Move anchor point. Move it up to here. So you got a draw tool, which lets you draw lines. Move anchor point, which lets you move anchors. You got delete edge, which lets you delete one of these lines. Delete all edges, which just erases everything. And then you can like upload an image and do some other stuff. You can upload basically your drone photo and draw it off that. That's going to be 5 foot. That's going to go down to the corner, and that's going to go up to the top here. So now we're done drawing. That's the roof. Oh, I got to delete this edge. See? And then I got that extra anchor point down there, which isn't that big of a deal, but does kind of mess you up a little bit on the next step. Up here where it says draw edges facets, we're going to click edges. Now here's all the type of edges on a roof. All this roof is going to need is eaves, which are these flat horizontal lines on the roof. There you go. You got some up here too, hidden. There you go. That's all your eaves. Then we got the rakes. That's going to be your sloped portions. That's all the rakes. We only got two of those. We got the ridges, the horizontal peaks. All right, all right. Then we got hips, which are the convex angles on the roof. Convex, yes. Then you got valleys. These are the concave angles on the roof. Here we go. There we go. And then that's all we got on this roof. From wall flashing down is stuff for more flat roofing. This is all, I only use that stuff for flat roofs. So you don't need to worry about that. Then from edges, we go to facets. This will tell us what kind of slopes these are. They'll tell the system, but we have to tell the system what the slope is. So I'm going to go back to Google Maps. Actually, if this view pitch works on your computer, great. It doesn't work on mine for some reason most of the time, but it comes up with these lines here, and it'll tell you the pitch on your roof. Which damn roof? Is it this roof? No. Must be on the other side of the road. Here he is, right here. It's just like Google Maps. You can move around a little bit. I thought you could. Yeah. Oh, it's right at the end of the road. So basically, this doesn't help us that much, but you just line it up. See, I'm going to line it up with this line on the roof here. Yeah, I do want to back up. There's a big tree in the way. But anyways, I'm going to try and line it up with the slope, which I'm thinking this is going to be like a 912. No, not that steep. Yeah, I'd say 912. You see 912 right here. It goes up. Oh, it's actually 1012. So 1012 here goes up, matches that slope on that. So that's 1012 slope right there. I know that for a fact. The rest of it might be a little bit less sloped. It doesn't look that bad. Because that looks pretty steep, but I could probably walk on this. So this is probably a 712 or an 812 on the front and back, and then the sides are going to be 1012. It's normal. Well, I'd say this slope here, which is the one I was looking at right here, that's a 1012 for sure. I'd say these three front slopes are at least a 712, but look, this looks a lot less steep too. What's this guy's name? This is when it comes in handy to have a photo from a drone. I don't think I drew that little part down there. Always look at your photos, folks. This is, oops, that's probably going to go up 5 feet. Error code. Whenever you put just like a dot in the middle of here, it says it's an error, but it's fine. All right, here we go, here we go. And then that's going to be a convex, not a concave little edge right there. See, concave is like a little pit, a little valley. Convex is the hip, goes outward. I'd say that's a 1012 and that's a 1012. These are going to be 712s. That looks like it may be a little steeper. Might be like a 812. I'm going to put these at 812, these two at 1012, and that little one. And then down here, let's look. Okay, so they do not have a photo from the street view of the house. They didn't stand in front of the house and take a photo. I always need a photo of you looking at the house because how am I going to see what the slopes are if I'm drawing it? But it's whatever. It'll be fine. And there's no photo of that lower peck, like portion of the roof. There's no direct photo of it. You can look through these. It goes to the edge of the roof just like this does. So drew it correctly. We could have just flown the drone down there and taken a little photo of it. Helps a little bit whenever I'm trying to do this kind of stuff. Especially if you know you're not going to be able to do a hover. You got these fences here, these huge trees all around. You know you're not going to get a hover for this, so someone's going to have to draw it. Take extra photos anytime that happens. All right, let's go back to here. I think I got my pitches. I'm going to do, I put a little thought into it, to make sure you want to be as close as possible on these. Let's do 812. It looks walkable, but not very walkable. And then the lower portion, I'm gonna say like 612. It had some steepness to it, but it wasn't as steep as the rest. All right. Then you can click save real quick to save it. Download, download PDF. Always check multiple sources of the photos just to make sure you drew everything right. Go in there and check for your drone photos to make sure it matches that. Google Maps. All right, 20 something squares. Let's see what they wrote up for because I think we already got the scope on this one. Scope. Here we go. Let's see what they say. Yes. Okay, so we got 21.6. What did I say it was? 20 something. Yeah, pretty close. What they say the pitch was. So you can go down here and see they got the two roof charge 1012 to 1212. So they're saying the whole thing's they're saying 21 squares of this is 1012. If they're gonna say the whole thing's 1012, I'm gonna say the whole thing's 1012. Why not? I mean, hey, it's more accurate anyways. Save, re-download it. Now that I changed the pitches. I mean, they said the whole thing was 1012. So, I mean, if that's what they're paying us for, that's what we need to write it up as. I guess it is all 1012. Didn't look like it to me. Looked like those two were steeper, but what do I know? All right, 21.73. That's more accurate to what they have on here. They had 21.6. I drew it a little bit bigger, I guess, but um, yeah. So now we have it spot on what it needs to be. Take this, press the little save button on that Roofr that we downloaded. I just saved it in my downloads folder as whatever it saves it as. That way I can find it. Go back to this guy's job. New file upload. Roof report. Browse my computer. It'll be the first one in my downloads right there. Say it's today. There we go. It's just always good. I mean, you saw. I thought I was done. I went back. I checked the paperwork from the insurance, and I had to go back and change something. Always double check, triple check. You got multiple sources of information, so you need to check every single source to make sure it all matches and everything goes together. That way, you're not drawing it too small. There, I did one for you. So if y'all need to know anything else, what you need to do is you need to ask somebody else. No, I'm just kidding. I'll help you with anything you need.